All right, today we're going to focus on our digital math rep here. This is a new math rep that we're going to be working on. And so hopefully this will help you a little bit. And today's date is 10/13. Now it's called the digital math rep because there's a few things you're going to need open. You're going to need your master of multiplication. That's in Google Classroom, but remind you where. You're going to need your Blooket, and you're going to need your Seesaw, okay? So I've already done some of this to save some time. The first thing we're going to do is our master of multiplication. Now, if you remember, our master of multiplication is here inside our Google Classroom. We go to classwork, and it's right here, master of multiplication. We open it up, opens up a new window, and then I can pick. So if for example, I'm working on my 8s, I click on my 8s. Now, I would click on my 8s, I'd finish the quiz. Okay, woohoo, I finished the quiz. I've already done this, so you don't have to watch me take the quiz. Now, on this quiz, it's important to keep this open after I'm done. I got an 87% on this quiz, and I miss 2 times 8 and 0 times 8. So the first thing I'm going to do again is what? My master of multiplication. All right, so I'm going to come here for my master of multiplication, and what are the level I attempted? I attempted the 8s. Now, if I don't remember, what was my score? Okay, my score percentage here was, looking up here, 87. So on my paper, I'm going to write 87. So what was my score percentage? It was 87%. And my difference from 100. So I'm going to take, it's always 100. How far is it from 100? And I'm going to take minus 87. Right? And so I'm going to have to do a little regrouping here, right? So I have 3, and so what the difference to 100 is 13. Okay, 13. So the problems if I missed, if you remember, again, I get that right from my summary here. The difference, I missed 2, and one of them was 2 times 8, and the other one was 0 times 8. And even better if you can put the answers, like 2 times 8 is 16, and 0 times 8 is 0. Great, that section's done. The next thing I'm going to go is I'm going to go back to my Google Classroom. In master multiplication, I was in my classwork tab, right? See, it's right here. This one is going to be in my stream. Where is it? My stream. So you can see digital math rep 1013. I'm going to click on this, and that's going to open my power of 10. Okay, and so this one is my power of 10. Power of 10. Now again, I've already done this, and you can see my score was at 91%. Now I don't actually need to look at my details. I just know to need my score. So this was my power of 10, right? My best score was 91%. I can always do it again. And I take 100 minus 91. And if I need to, right, I'm going to regroup here, right? And my answer is 9. So how far is it from 100? It's 9%, and that's actually 9%. And this up here would be 13%. Sorry, I messed up with my pen. Okay, those parts are easy, right? So I do my master of multiplication, and again, where is this? This is under classwork in Google Classroom. We should have been accessing this. And then Blooket, this is in my stream if you need to. My next one, it says, what did you learn in math? So today in math, it says, if you need help, look at Seesaw. So what I did is I went to Seesaw, right? I found my sample post, and this is where it says, what did we learn today? This is what we learned. Again, I went to activities, right? I clicked on myself, right? I can go to show draft if I need to. This is what it says right here. Use place value disk to represent 2 digit by 1 digit multiplication. I also brought this up for my example because we did these examples in class. Remember, we did 46 times 2. So again, what did I learn today in class? Today in class, I learned how to use place value disk to represent 2 digit by 1 digit multiplication. And then I did my example, 23 times 2. Here's my example that I did right here, right? Okay, so again, we have master multiplication. We have our Blooket. And then what did you learn in math and Seesaw? Now, on the back is a math rep. Now, for my math rep, I chose 8 times 2. Why did I choose 8 times 2? Because that's one of the problems I missed. And so I filled out my whole math rep for 8 times 2. Okay, now, what happens if you get 100%? Well, then you can pick whatever math equation that you have challenge. with. So example, if you have challenge, a good example may be like 8 times 7 you could do, or maybe you could do 7 times 7. Whatever multiplication you have trouble with, you're going to do that on the back. And of course, remember, it's always good to make sure you put your name on your paper. All right, so where did we get this from? Well, we got the back from, if we need to, the problems that we missed on the front. I only chose one of them. This is the one I chose. If you didn't miss any, you could always do this problem up here. Okay, I did the whole math rep. Where was this from? This was master multiplication in classwork. Again, I attempted my 8s. I got an 87. I took 100 minus 87, and my difference was 13. I wrote down the problems I missed. I went to the Blooket, and I did the Google Classroom and the Stream. I did the power of 10, and it was actually 10, hundreds, and thousands. I got a 91. I subtracted from 100. I got 9. This is what I learned in Seesaw. And then I did my example. Hopefully that helps you with today's math rep. Thanks for stopping by. Good job.